the clipping software just didn't want to record. I must have sat here hitting that button like 8 times and it would not do it until now for some reason. But anyway, here we have episode 3 of the Wangan Midnight series. Today we're doing Reina's. I want to roll the R because I am Hispanic. I want to roll the R, but I know that I'm not supposed to. But then it just sounds weird. Anyway, we're doing the white R32, and I'm gonna let you guys know right now. We already built the Double Z. We already built the Blackbird Porsche. Both of those cars are. They're both accelerate quicker than the GTR, but this car is definitely a lot more planted than the other two, which I know for freeway racing isn't ideal. So do with that information what you will. But man, I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, oh yeah, that's right. So we're gonna start with the build, then we're gonna go to the tune. I'm gonna tell you it's gonna make the car look like this, and then we're gonna do a couple freeway pulls, and I found a really cool player-made track. So, stock engine swap, stock all-wheel drive, no body kit, as cool as the Rocket Body kit looks though, no body kit. 4 aero, stock front bumper, excuse me, sport rear wing, stock rear bumper, and no side skirts. Slick race tire compound, 285mm front tires, 285mm rear tires. For the wheels, you want may not be the exact like 100% wheels, but they look similar. They're close in styling. So you want to go to multi-piece rim style, then work wheels, and you want the work VSXX. Max front track width, max rear track width, race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, race differential, race brakes, race suspension, race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars, no roll cage, and race weight reduction. Race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race valves, race camshaft, race exhaust. That came out weird. Exhaust. Really put a emphasis on the A there. Yep. Race engine block, race pistons, sport twin turbski, race twin turbo. That might help with that acceleration problem I was having. No wonder. Race flywheel, race oil and cooling, and race intercooler. Actually, before I do that, I should. I don't want to bump the speed too much. I want to keep. So the other two cars are around 200 miles per hour. Like that might be a bit too fast. We're gonna have to slow that down. We are going to have to slow you down. And the speed is starting to go back up. Okay. You guys get to see a live tuning session, but I'm detuning the car, which If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's because when we made the Z, it tops out at I think 210. Then the Porsche tops out at 208. I mean, 214 isn't the biggest difference in the world. That's good enough. So it's essentially to keep this in the ballpark of the other two cars. Hopefully that makes sense. But for the tune, tire pressure 22.5 in the front, 20 in the rear. Gearing 2.45 final drive, and the rest of this should be stock. If it's not, go ahead, pause the video, adjust yours accordingly, and resume. Alignment, negative 2.0 in the front, negative 1.5 in the rear, positive for the toe, I should say. Positive 0.7 in the front, negative 1.0 in the rear, front caster angle of 5.4. Anti-roll bars, 25 in the front, 15 in the rear. Springs, 437.1 in the front, 349.4 in the rear, with a ride height of 8.1 front and back. Damping, 8.2 in the front, 8.8 in the rear. Bump stiffness, 3.2 in the front, 3.8 in the rear. Aero, you should not have this. I told you not to put that on. But leave it stock. You shouldn't be able to adjust it though. Then for the braking, balance of 47% towards the rear, and a pressure of 67%. Moving to the differential, 30 acceleration, 20 deceleration for the front, and for the rear, 70 acceleration, 48 deceleration. Center balance of 68%. Now for the design of the car, it's pretty simple. You paint it white. Paint it white. Then for the wheels, so what you want to do is you want to go to the advanced option. I believe it's paint group 1. It is a 1000% paint group 1. And special colors, let's bring it on down. And you want, yeah, it's that brass semi-gloss. After that, you tint your windows and you call it a day. Plain and simple. Look at that, it's even dark. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run it from a dig, we're gonna run it from a 40 roll, then we are going to check out this neat track that I found that's player made. Alright, that is much better in the acceleration department after that turbo upgrade. Yeah, this car's cool for S1 class, like freeway races. Oh yeah, whoa, I was out there, damn it. I don't like rewinding in videos, but I was locked in on that speedometer trying to see like what was going on. But it does look like the acceleration does start to slow down once you cross the 200 mark, which is perfectly fine. Exactly what I was aiming for, and I was focused on the speedometer again. Little engine brake to get it down to 40. Okay, no looking at the speedometer because it doesn't matter now. Stop at 200. Little engine brake and fence tap to slow down works like a charm. I'm moving on to a vent lab, and I am in the wrong spot. No, I'm not. Blueprints. I found this really cool event. The C1 Wangan TA, and what this is. So, shout out this dude. Still not gonna even try to pronounce that gamer tag, but shout out this dude, or she, they, whatever. This person. share code for the event is 109-906-061, or it's on the screen. So what we're going to do here is we're only going to do one lap for time purposes. So this event, in the description, it says to do it in first person. It makes it a little more immersive, and some out of map things aren't visible. But I'm gonna keep it third person for video purposes. Excuse me. Let's do it. Let's get to it. Get to business. Got a little air there. That's my fault. That's my fault entirely. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I gassed it a little early, and that is completely my fault. Way to make yourself look like an idiot. So a little bit about this track. Ran it with some friends of mine, and the track's cool if you want to do some like little freeway races. Yes, freeway races with your boys, or girls, or anything else, with your buddies. Perfect course. Say like 5 people total at most, because yeah, that's anything more than that, it becomes more chaotic than it is fun. And I didn't get on the brakes enough right there. That's my fault. Yeah, 5 people at most. Would not recommend going over that. So if you and like 4 of your buddies just want to do some freeway racing, this is definitely the track to do it. Had a good time with some friends on here. At first, until we started adding more than 5 people, and things got chaotic, and it was no longer fun because the roads are too narrow. Like in here, if I really get up on the wall, I was trying to get close to the wall. Not that close. But if you get like really up on the wall, you can fit 2 wide, but nobody's really gonna be driving like that. Most people are gonna be in the middle like I am right now. That was the issue. It's a great way to block both lanes so no one can pass you. Okay, so that's one lap, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to the wider section of the freeway after the bridge, where the on-ramp is. And we're gonna do donuts there, because that's how we end off all the videos here, is with donuts. And as you can see, it's a bit too narrow in this area. We tried it with the Z. It didn't go over well. But okay, I was at that weird spot where it was like not really making enough RPMs to be in 3rd gear, but like downshifting is too much. 312 on the lap time, that's about the same as the other 2 cars. If you guys want more of the Wangan Midnight cars, I'd be happy to make them. Just let me know. We already made the Double Z and Blackbird Porsche. And now the GTR. So let's spin this thing. The GTR is a little bit bigger than the Z and the Porsche. We're still gonna try it though. GTR is a big one. Okay, this is too narrow. The GTR is too big. On that note, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and that is all for me today.